Hyperfocus. Is it sustainable? Absolutely. I'd burn out chasing shiny objects for years. Might speed read the Game of Thrones book, but I didn't read much after that. Or maybe guitar. I'd noodled around and learned some power chords, but didn't really know how to play a song. Planners, to-do lists? No, not so much. And budgeting? Definitely not. I thought that it was my fault. I just wasn't good enough. Then I realized it's actually ADHD, not a personal failing. But here's what I learned. There's no ADHD superpower. But with the right mindset, you really can do anything. It's just a matter of understanding the how and the why. I'm Jonathan Murphy, psychiatric nurse practitioner. I've been treating ADHD for over a decade, and I've been dealing with it myself my whole entire life. First diagnosed when I was 17, but all those years in between gave me a unique opportunity to understand this thing from the inside out. First, let's talk about what's really happening in your brain. ADHD is actually a stimulation disorder. Sometimes there's hyperfocus and sometimes there's inattention. Whenever there's something new or novel, we go full in all the way and everything else just falls to the wayside. So we really need a new why in it all. That's inattention, can't focus, can't start, or hyperfocus. You get really into something, 5 days later, I can't do it at all. So we have to think of it that way. If you have ADHD, then there's two versions of you. Low stimulation environments, think boring, school, tick, 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 tick. Or high stimulation, like a psych unit, or let's say an emergency room. People you'd probably imagine would say, this is stressful, but for you, it's calm. It is impossible to get stimulation from the same thing indefinitely. Dopamine doesn't work that way. This is why you see people at the slot machine and they're there all day long. Dopamine will not give you a predictable stimulus. So knowing this, we have to understand and plan for it. We need to think about what your brain is like on your worst day and plan for that. And when you are in an ADHD hyperfocused state, you want to appreciate it for what it is. We also want to remember that we can burn it out pretty quickly or we can make it sustain a little longer. It's just about approach. Quick pause. If this is hitting home for you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Here's why exercise is the first high-yield habit to invest in. Pretty much my whole life, terrible athletic coordination. I was pretty lanky, all arms and legs. To be honest, in my early 30s at grad school, I probably felt my oldest. And then at 35, after getting in shape, I honestly felt like I was in high school again, only this time with the coordination. If you're just able to prioritize the smallest bit of exercise, even just stretching, for the smallest bit a day, you're gonna get the highest amount of return on that investment. Biggest problem I think patients have with this is if they were athletes in the past, like CrossFit, or they got really into it. The trick is forget about all and settle for just a little instead of nothing. You get a daily allowance of dopamine, instant gratification. This is a way people are going to seek stimulation. What we want to work toward gradually is being able to delay immediate gratification. There can be simple pleasures in things as well. Then there's the things that make you go, ugh. That's the denial of stimulation, and that's painful for someone with ADHD. We don't want to take that focus and try to squeeze it into something that's going to be hard for us to do, like super boring paperwork. You can never be stimulated by the same thing, no matter what it is. So if we can think about that, even the thing that you're most excited about, how are you going to shift focus? We have to anticipate and use that hyperfocus to consider, how will I stay consistent even when the focus wears off? What's something I can do even on a day that I don't want to do anything? Thinking to ourselves, what do I need lately? When's the last time I got out and hung out with people? What's the last time I went for a hike? Sources of stimulation. The number one, creativity. It's coming from an inspired, creative place. Here's the other piece, novelty. So we want to build consistency, but we're going to have novelty and flexibility eventually. We're never just going to be boring robots, but the why in it all. Why do we keep those in? So we can shift focus naturally. We want to plan for when we feel the stimulation wear off. Identify that as a time to switch focus. This is why we want to keep a good balance of life. You maintain your creative outlet. You're excited about work. Work's a source of stimulation, but we're not going to get everything from it. But being industrious, being productive, using our mind, works great for that. But creativity is a counterbalance to that. We need to be connected, and of course, movement. I think sometimes avoidance and shame is a big part of this. And ultimately, it's introducing the idea to ourselves that it's not going to be painful. If you think it has to be painful, that means you've done it the wrong way. The only thing that you should tolerate is a minimum amount of discomfort that is washed away with the relief of just putting it away. Consistency, repetition, that's the way to train behavior. So remember, ADHD hyperfocus is sustainable as long as you plan for how your brain actually works. If you want the complete step-by-step system, the ADHD Focus Formula video is right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.